Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. So last class we had discussed about the enterprise structure, how the enterprise structure is going to look like. Okay. So the most important thing is nothing but okay. So we had discussed about the what is the social enterprise structure and what is the logical enterprise structure, how the enterprise structure look like. So the same thing when we okay, the same thing we'll put in SAP now, how it look like in SAP, how to create an enterprise structure, how to create a company, what is the company, how it is how it is going to be the importance for the statement, that is for the reporting purpose. So let me discuss in the today's call. Okay. So I'm just sharing my desktop to all of you. Now we will create a one company now. We'll create a one company. And for that company, we will create a company course. Company course are very, very important. As we discussed in the last previous class, company course are called as the legal entities. All the financial accounting transactions are posted at a company code level only. Company code is called as a legal entity. Without a company code, there is no FI. Frankly speaking, without the company code, we cannot have any general ledger accounting, because all the transactions from the procurement of the raw material, when you are starting your company's transaction from the procurement of the raw material till the goods have been sold and invoiced to the customer, all these transactions are getting posted at a company code level. So company code is called as a legal entity. So we'll create the both the company and company codes, and how this assignment we are going to be. So all this company codes belongs to the same company. So how these assignments are going to be done, so let me discuss in the today's call. Okay. So how to create a company now. So I would like to go to the company. So I'm giving a command called as SPRO. Command is called as SPRO. SPRO is the command we have to use it. So if I press enter, I'll go to the IMG screen. So here we are going to be starting the implementation guide. This is what exactly we call it as the implementation guide. I'm going into the implementation. So here you can see all the functional, okay, all the functional modules are going to be displayed over here. Or these all are going to be called as the functional module. So before I start any of configuring the functional module, first of all, you need to complete the enterprise structure. Enterprise structure is very, very important. The starting point of the project is nothing but you have to start with an enterprise structure. So when I go into the enterprise structure, so here we need to go for the definition. So this is called as the navigation icon. If I click on the navigation icon, I'll go to the definition. From the definition, I need to go to the financial accounting. Here, definition is nothing but defining your enterprise structure. The financial and the controlling, the finance and the controlling, we can call it as a social enterprise structure, and the logistics, sales and distribution, material management, plant, logistic execution. This all comes under the okay logical enterprise structure. This all comes under the logical. Now we are in the financial accounting, so I need to come to the enterprise structure of your financial accounting. Last class we have shown that how the enterprise structure is going to look like for us. So if I see here, okay. Oh, not this one. This is the landscape, what we have been discussed about that. So we have discussed about the enterprise structure, okay, how the enterprise structure is going to be defined over here. So the diagram I don't have right now, okay, so but anyhow, we have explained in a beautiful way. So let me come and design that, okay. Now I'll come to the financial accounting. In the financial accounting, now these are the components where we need to configure. So we'll come by step, okay, we have to come with a defined company. As I told you, that company is always called as an internal trading partner. Please make a note of all those things. Very, very important points we are discussing. So the company code, where we are going to be calling the company code. Okay, so the company code. So I'm just opening the PPT, the paint. Now, when I go back, okay, so here we are going to be designing a company. Company example, I'm going to be taking one of the company. Okay, so I'm going to be taking a CH. CH is nothing but my company, where we are manufacturing the tires. Okay, where we are manufacturing the tires. C8 is nothing but my company. Under the C8, we have so many company codes. Okay, so company code, we are doing the operations in Germany, we are doing the operations in India, we are doing the operations in US, we are doing the operations in Australia. Example. So now every country will have its own reporting. So if I go, all these company codes are assigned to the same company. Okay, all these company codes are assigned to the same company. If I see my architecture here, so company is going to be the internal trading partner. Okay, so we have the business. So we are going to be having a separate company code in US. So my company code is US10. I have a company operations in India. So I need to have a separate financial statements for India. So IN10. I am also doing the business in UK. So I have a separate, okay, Great Britain, GB10. I'm creating company code. And also I'm doing the business operations in Australia. So I'm creating the AU10. Means what is happening? I want to have a separate financial statement based on the local accounting principle, based on the local accounting standards. Every country will have its local accounting standards for the financial reporting. Every country will have its own local reporting. Okay, so for US, if we go and see the US, okay, actually we are going to be using the local standard accounting reporting is nothing but IFRS. IFRS 15. Now we have IFRS 15 and 16. IFRS is the local standardized reporting for US for any reports. Now for India, we have the INDAS, INDAS, Indian Accounting Standards actually. So we have the financial statement. We have the financial accounting principle INDAS. For the Great Britain, we are going to be using the same IFRS only. IFRS or something like local GAAP. Okay. And for Australia, they're going to be using the IFRS. So like this, if you see here, every country will have its own financial standard accounting principles. Every company will have its own standard accounting principle. Now what I'm going to do here, these all the respective company codes are created in my company. Without a company code, I cannot do any transactions in SAP. So all these company codes has to be assigned to where I'm assigning this company codes to my company, which is called as a CH. So this CH is called as the company. So in my SAP terminology, we call it as internal trading partner. So we call it as the internal trading partner. Why it is called as the internal trading partner? Because there will be cross company code transactions will be happen between one company code to another company code. If a one company code is selling the material, another company code will receive the material and they will make the payment to the. So we can observe some cross company code transactions will be happen to each and every company code which are assigned to the same company. I'm not talking about other company codes. I'm talking about between these four company codes which have been assigned to the same company. So now we call it as an internal trading partner, because of cross company code transactions. So first you need to define the company. Okay, so this company is very, very important for the consolidation. So because all these company codes are assigned to the company, so this is the final consolidation which is going to be happened at the company level. Very, very important. So if I come here, this is what exactly I call it as the company. So if you want to study the documentation here, there is a documentation is there. So whatever the discussion we have been made, so it will be available in a form of a documentation. You can see here, this is what exactly we call it as a documentation. Okay, so company codes, all the company codes for a company must be with the same operational chart of account and fiscal. The currencies can be used as a different. I'll tell you what is the meaning of the chart of accounts, fiscal year, and what do you mean by currencies and everything. We will discuss in a very detailed way. Okay, so this is all the explanation. Now let me go and create a one company now. So I'm executing. Now here, if we see here, already we have about 655 company already created here. If I want to search, you can go to the position and you can find out your company, give the company name and you can find out presenter. 655 companies are already created. No, I don't. Okay, so now what I had to do, I had to create a new company. So what I had to do here, I need to click on new entries. Here there is option called as the new entries. So I need to go now here. This is very, very important now. Now you're seeing a screen here. Now you're seeing a screen which contains a fields of company name, where you need to enter the company name, if a company name 2 or something like where exactly the company, street, post box number, postal code, city, country, language, and currency. These are the fields actually. We call them as the fields. Now you have to configure the system based on the requirement given in the blueprint. So what is the company name and everything here. Now, what is my company name? My company name is nothing but CH. I'm giving the CH. CH is nothing but my company. So now, if a company name is having more than 4 characters, here I'm giving only 4 characters because my company name is a CH. For example, if I have a company name called as something like called as the General Motors, It is a General Motors. So I can give the complete company name here like this, General Motors. I can give the company name like this, General Motors, but the first one which we are going to be talking it as a company ID for the consolidation purpose. Company ID. The company ID can be given with any 6 alpha character code, anything which is 6 alpha numerical character code. You can take any 6 alpha numerical character code. Why? Because company is mainly useful for the consolidation. Here, the company mainly useful for the consolidation, where for this company, I am assigning all this company codes to the company. So SAP is what it is telling here. You can give only 6 alpha numerical, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not more than 6. If you're trying to enter more than 6 characters or anything numericals, it will not accept. Now, I'm a functional, but I would like to know something about the technicality about this. Okay, so where it has been restricted that it has to be given only with 6 characters. Okay, now what I will do here, I want to know the program, the configuration, the program which has been designed. I would like to know the program which has been designed behind this company. I am watching a movie now. I am watching a movie. I can see the movie is going to be screenplayed on my desktop. But in the back end, how the movie has been designed, who has directed, okay, how the editing has been happened, the technicality part I would like to know instead of watching the movie. Here I'm going to be watching the movie, but in the back end, what is the technicality? How do I know what is the program for this particular screen? Not to worry about that. Now, if we go to the system, once you come into the system, okay, if you go to, this is called as the menu bar. From the menu bar, just click on the system. And here you have a call as a status. Here you can call it as a status. Click on the status. Now, after you click on the status, just you will have a new pop-up box. And from here, okay, if you see that the program name is going to be, this is the program name. The Web Dyno Pro. Web Dyno Pro is the program, and the GUI, this is the front-end GUI. GUI name is going to be, this is the GUI name. This is called as the program. SAP L0org is the program name behind this particular company. Let me go to the program now. I'll go to the program. Now, how to go to the program? Either you can double click on it. It will take you to the program like this, or if you know the program name, just copy that. If you know the program name, and here you can open a new session. Don't disturb this session. Let it be as it is. You can open 6 sessions at a time. I'm opening a new session. Now, to see the program, I need to use the transaction code called as SE30H. SE30H is the transaction code to see the programs. It's a technical, but it is very, very important as a functional. We have to know all these things. As a basic knowledge, I'm telling you, it's a basic knowledge. So what is the transaction code I need to use? SE30H. Press enter. Now I came to the new screen called as ABAP editor. ABAP editor is nothing but a new screen. So here, whatever the program I copied, so just paste over here now. This is the program. Now click on execute. This is the execution. This is the execution button. If you don't, okay, or you can click on display. If you want to see only the display of the program, okay, now you can click on display. Now here you can see this is what exactly the program which has been written over here. So it is going to call up you many tables here. Okay, the routines have been written here. Okay, so the ABAPers have written, the technical people, they have written the logic over here. You can see this is the logic which has been written by whom? By the technical consultant. Who are the technical consultants? Your application consultant. Last class I told that SAP, systems, applications, and the products in data processing. So what is happening? There is the application consultants are working for you. Application consultants are nothing but technical consultants who are called as ABAPers. ABAPES, ABAPers. So those people are going to be called as the technical people. So they have designed the program. This is the standard one. This is a standard, but I'm telling you about who has designed this. This program has been designed by your technical team. Once this program has got activated, the output of the program is going to look like this. The output of the program is going to look like this. This is very, very important now. This is the output. So that If you want to enhance any field here or something, like if I want to extend or if you want to add anything, the new field over here. So what I had to give, I had to give the functional logic to the technical team. They will enhance this program and they will add a new field over here, something which is going to be required. But it's the standard one. Okay, the standard SAP program should not be touched. Okay, if you want anything, you have to go with the Z configuration. I'll tell you what is the Z configuration. Now, if I see here, this is the output. This is the output of this particular program. This program, just go and look into it. Don't go into the deeper level of understanding about how the logic has been written, how the logic. No. Don't go into the detailed way. Don't go into the detailed way. Just go and see which are all the tables have been called off for this particular program. These all are going to be called as a table name. Just only go and see here. It is not so required for the functional consultant to know the logic of the program and everything. Just I given the sample. Okay, so how the screen is going to be designed in the backend, this is the program. Now what I'm going to do, I'm entering the fields. So CH, okay. Mahesh, just now you told that it is a company ID. It is a company ID. In the company ID, I cannot give more than 6 characters code. In the program, have you designed in such a way that, okay, there is a, okay, the line of the company or the company name, whatever may be, okay. So you in the program, you told that it is going to be accepted only up to 6 characters code. Can you show me here where exactly the program is telling it cannot be given more than 6 characters? Okay, here in the program, we cannot see anything. Now, where I need to go and see whether the company name, okay, the company is going to be given with only 6 characters code in the table. You have to go to the table and see the table is contain the length of each and every field. Here, this is only the program, my dear friend. Every program will have some tables. If you see here, these are the tables actually. If you see, these are the tables. These all are going to be called as the tables. Now, how do I know which table it is going to be used? If I save the data, yes, for example here, okay, you are given the C8 company and everything I'm saving the data. Once the data has been saved, what I told in the last class, the data will go and store in the database tables actually. It will go into the DB and it is going to be stored in the database tables. In the database tables, the data will be stored in how? In a form of a tables. In a form of a tables now, okay? Now, I want to see the table. Which table it is going to hit once I save this data. How do I know which table? Just don't need to worry about that. Just put a cursor, any of the field name. Just put a cursor like this and press F1. There is F1 from the keyboard also. You can click on F1. Go to the F1. And if you go to the F1 here, what is the F1? F1 is nothing but if you want to know the unique of what is the company name, everything. So it will give the company, what is the company ID is with your corporate group, it will give. But there is a concept called as a technical information box here. Okay, you can click on this technical information. You can see very, very important, my dear friends. There is a technical information. Now, if you click on the technical information, here I can see the table name. Oh my God, this is the table name. V_T880 is the table name. In the back end, once I save the data, once I have updated all the fields, and once I save the data will go into the database table and it will be stored in which table? It will be stored in this particular table, which is going to be called as V_T880. It is a view table. You can see here, table category is nothing but it is a view structured table. Actually, it is a structured table. I'll tell you what is the structure. And every field will have the field name, every field, okay? The complete data will go into this particular table. Okay, now if you open the table, it will contain the field name of company name to street and everything. So what is the field name of the company? The field name of the company is going to be called as RCOMP. RCOMP is the field name here. Very, very important. So let me go to the company. Let me go to this table also. So just copy the table or double click on the table. It will take you to the table. This is the table. Double click on it. It will take you to the table. This is what exactly we call as the dictionary. Okay, this is called as the table. Just now I told that all the companies are going to be called as internal trading partner. Now here you can see this is the table. Everything you can see the table over here. Now, whatever the information which I'm going to be entering over here, whatever the information which I'm going to be entering, it is going to be restricted with certain characters, not more than 6, not more than 30, not more than 5, like this. So if I click on the table, it will take me to the table, and here you can see the length here. The length you can see here. With the company length, I just now told that the field name is going to be called as RCOMP. The field name is called as the RCOMP, and here you can see the length of the company is restricted with only 6 characters code. See, it is only restricted with 6 characters code. Means the table, the field in the table is being designed, or it is going to be given for you only with the 6 characters code. So very, very important. It is going to be calling it as the maintenance view table. Okay, so it is going to retrieve the data from the various other tables called the T880, the original table actually. Now here, if I see here the table here, that is what exactly I can see here. The table is restricted with only 6 characters code. The company name is with 30. Country is going to be the 3. Like this, you can see here the length has been restricted over here. So if I go back, if I'm trying to enter more than 6 characters, if I press, if I go back, and if I'm trying to enter more than 6 characters, it will not accept. Guys, everybody is clear about the statements what I'm giving over here? Anybody has any doubts here, please? You can raise your doubts. Yes or no?
Mahesh, I want to ask you something. If you join a company where the SAP, I mean, this SAP is already in place, S/4HANA is already in place, would you just see one company, or would there be more than one company code?
Means, can you comment with the question, sir? Can you put out the question?
Like right now, when you show that the company codes, there were a couple of, like you mentioned, there are a couple of company codes already in there in the system.
Okay.
But say when you join a company, you go there, they already have S/4HANA in place.
Okay.
How many company codes will be there?
It depends upon the requirement. If say for example here, if I've been given a project here, so it depends upon their requirement. If they want one company code, if they want 30, 40 company codes, you can create as many, because if they're having the business in various other countries, if each and every country they want to have a separate company code for the legal financial statement, then you have to create, each and every country has to be updated with one company code. It depends upon the requirement, how you got the requirement from the business.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
It is not that you're restricting the company codes with 1 or 2. Okay, it is not like that. Okay, so you can go with multiple company codes. So for example, in previously I have worked in one of the projects. They have nearly about 64 company codes. 64 company codes have been assigned to one company. Means it's a petroleum manufacturing company. Actually, it is in the Middle East. They have 60 company codes. So each and every country they're manufacturing, they're supplying the materials and everything. So they want a legal financial statement based on the country level. So we have created 60 company codes for their operation. So it doesn't mean that it is only 1 or 2. Okay, you can, as per the requirement, you can have many company codes, or maybe they may be restricting up to 6 or 4 company codes. It depends upon their requirement.
Okay, thank you.
Now here I'm going to be giving now CH. Okay, now CH tires. Okay, so I'm going to be giving the company name. Okay, here this is the company ID only. What is the company ID? Just now I told that company ID is nothing but internal trading partner, where now for this C8 I am assigning all these company codes. If you see here, this is the company ID only. I had not given the description here. Why you require this company ID? Because all these required company codes, wherever you are doing the operations, so all these required company codes should be assigned to this company. This is very, very important. This has to be assigned to this particular company. So that is the reason I'm giving all this kind of things. So company, what is the company name? I'll give the complete. So it is going to be up to 30 characters. Just now I gone through the table and I shown you also. It's a 30 characters. What is the table name? T880 is the table. Okay, so C8 tires. CEAT tires. Okay. So I'll give in the caps. Okay. Okay. And you can, if you want, you can also give the manufacturing. Okay. Anything. Okay. Manufacturing or something like, because it will be accepted up to 30 cases. Manufacturing of tires. Manufacturing of tires, whatever maybe. Okay. Now, if the company is going to be called with any other name, you can give the second name, or there will leave it as an empty. Now, where exactly the company administrations are going on? Where is the head office? Head office is in New Jersey. Okay, so I can give the New Jersey. What is the post box number? This is the complete head office. Okay, so I'm giving the head office in US. So 1234 is the post box number. What is the postal code? Postal code. Okay, the postal code is very, very important for us. Okay, the postal code okay, so every country will have its own postal code. If I go to the postal code, if you come to the postal code India, it will be the 6. If we go to the postal code of US, it will be either 5 or it can be the 10. So it depends upon the requirement. What is the postal code? Okay, so I can give the 5, 6, 5, 8, something like this. This is the postal code, and city is going to be the same. So this is the, okay, sorry, this is the New Jersey is the city. Okay, now I'm giving something like, okay, Albert Street. Albert Street. Now here, country. What country? Country is in USA. Country is nothing but my USA is nothing but my head office. Okay, so what I need to update here. Okay, if I'm trying to put USA, it is not taking USA. If I'm trying to put USA, yes, USA, the name is available, but the country code is always going to be with 2 characters only. Very, very important. The country code always should be given with only 2 characters. If it is Australia, AU. If it is a United States of Kingdom, it is going to be UK, something like Great Britain. If it is India, means IN. If it is Singapore, means HG. Like this, you have to give only 2 characters code. It will not take more than 2 characters code. Why? Because if it doesn't know what to enter, example, I understand that if it doesn't know, okay, there is a company called as, okay, there is a company called, there is a country called as Malaysia. Malaysia, what to enter here? It is a ML, or it is a MA, or it is MY. What to enter? I don't know. So no need to worry here. The countries are already defined in your SAP. Just this is called as the search help. This is called as the search help. Click on the search help or F4. You can find out all the countries over here now. You can countries, 249 countries are going to be available, already standard SAP. From this, you can go and find out here by clicking on Malaysia or something like that. Or if you want to see all the countries, these are all the countries. Okay, you can see all these are going to be called as countries. Now you can see every country is going to be divided. Okay, you can see here countries. All these are going to be countries. Now I see everything here. Okay, so if I want to go for Malaysia, okay, the country code should be MY. Malaysia is going to be given with MY. So something like Nepal will be given with NP. Something Nigeria should be given with NG. So these all are country codes. So if I see this, all the country codes, if I see all the country codes here, so somewhere you have configured. If I'm somewhere this list is available, somewhere you have configured all these countries. If I not configured, how I'm able to see this all the countries over here? Somewhere you have designed all these countries are available. So where these countries are available? Okay, here. Okay, now before I come to this, okay, where you have designed this company already, they have been available over here. Where? Just go back. Come to same SPRO, same IMG, same. Come now, here we need to come to the SAP NetViewer. We need to come to SAP NetViewer. From the SAP NetViewer, here we have called as the general settings. General settings. And from the general settings, come to the currencies. Come to the currency, sorry, countries, no, sorry, come to the countries. And here you can see define the countries in my SAP system. Okay, here you can see all the countries here. If you want to have something like tomorrow there is a one country which is newly formed in the global, something like in the world map. I want to create a new country which is not available in the list. So here you need to come here to define that. Define the countries in SAP. So if I come here, in the standard SAP, you will get all the countries. These are the countries. So the same 249 countries, okay, I'm able to see here. Same 249 countries here, you can see the same 249 countries. I can see the list from where they are going to be here. You can see here, these are going to be countries. For example, if I go to US, US is already there. You can see here, US is already there. If I select, this is the selection option. If I click on select, and if I want to see the details, now you can see the details here. So what is the tax number? What is everything here? You can see the country name is going to be called as USA. The country code is going to be called as the US, and the format, the date format. This is the currency decimal format here. I'll give the straight country name as the US. Like this, you can see it is the ISO code. International Standard Code is going to be the US characters. Okay, this is what exactly I have defined my country. If the US is not available in the list, for example, understand that if the US is not there in this country's list, then I cannot see the countries. Then I cannot give the US over here. I cannot give the US. Why? Because if in the list the US is no more available. I had deleted the country, means you cannot update the US over here. So first, there are 249 countries are already available. If the country is not available, okay, if the new country which has been newly formed in the world map, if the country is not available, just go to the new entry and you have to create that country over here. But I said, okay, but as per the today's world, okay, so we have all the countries now, 249 countries are already available. If some requirement comes like that, we have to create a new country, means you have to do this setting. Otherwise, we'll never come into this particular portion now. Otherwise, we'll never come into this particular, because all these countries are available. So that is the reason I can see the country US here in this particular list. So what is the country code for USA? It is US, only US. So in the alphabetical word, when you come down, you can see the US here. Okay, this is called as the US. Okay, US. This is called as USA, United States of America. Okay, so I'm giving the US. Language, same thing. English means EN. Language means English. If you want to know, again, you can click on the search help and see what are the languages are there. And which currency, okay, here, in which currency you want to do the consolidation. Okay, the currency has to be assigned here. What is this currency? The currency is going to be called as United States dollar. So it is called as USD. United States dollars is nothing but USD. If you want to see, again, you can go into the help and you can see that these all are currencies which are going to be available. You can see here. So it is the USD, United States of America dollar. Okay, that is going to be called as USD. Now, here like this, I have given all the input parameters. This is my company. So once I save it, now I need to save. Where it will go the data? Once I save the data will go into the database. Now I have done everything. Once I save the data will go from the application. From the application, the data will go and store in the database in the form of a table. Okay, now here I'm saving. Okay, now the data was saved. See. So now the data was saved over here. Means you have created the company. You have created the company, and if you want to see the details, you can go into the details and you can see. And if you want to modify anything, you can further modify here. Okay, you can modify the data if you need. But you cannot modify the company now because it has been grayed out. If you see here, if I'm trying to modify, also it has been grayed out. But the other details you can modify. But the company name which you call as an internal trading partner, you cannot modify that. Once the data has been saved. Is it clear to all of you? Now, just we have created as a company here. Just we have created as a company. If you see here, just we have created it as a company only, not more than that. Any doubts? Any doubts in this screen? So this is called as configuration. Actually, we call it as a configuration. Then generally we call it as a configuration in SAP. Now we are going to be configuring the things like this now. And the next one, we have to create the company codes. Now, how many company codes? If you have one company code, you need to, so you need to create these company codes and make sure that your company codes are assigned to the same company which you're going to be doing. So the company code assignment is going to be done. So for next, you have to go back, and here we have called as edit, copy, delete, check company code. Now from here, you need to come and create the company code. Very, 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 very important. This is going to be calling. It's a very, 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 very important things we need to do that. Okay, so this all the things we are going to be putting in it together. All are going to be put in it together. This is very, 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 very important actually. Any doubts? Any doubts from anybody in this company? So where I had to go and search, you have to go to the, if you are coming once again, and if you want to see your company, just click on execute. There are totally 656 companies are there. Go to the position and give the company name called as the CH, because I'm looking out for a company called as the CH, and I press enter. So if you press enter, what is happening here? If you press enter,